Day 12, part 1. I need to speed this process up, so I decided to make a jig. And this jig, 16 inches on center, and they're going to be staggered. So on this one, it's going to be inside of 16 to the next one, the next joist to the next joist is going to be outside of 16. It's going to be staggered just like the other side. Instead of measuring and measuring here, getting center, blah blah, that takes too long. So it occurred to me just to make a jig. So I originally made this first one because I figured it needed to be 1.5 inches wide. What I did was I had a scrap piece left over, put it at the 1 inch mark. Originally I did the 1.5 because I figured I needed 1.5 inch width, not knowing that when I cut it off, this is automatically my width. That's perfect. So that's how I did this one. But when I drill through there, I don't get good penetration, just a little bit shows. So I decided to knock it down to 1 inch width. And that also gave me, the first time I ended up doing it, it was at the wrong angle. I think the board, because I broke my safety glass, so I had to close my eyes. I think the board shifted. It was binding up too, but I wasn't about to open up my eyes. So second time, got it done right. Did it that way, and then I ran it up to the 5.5 inch mark, and then cut it off. And the blade comes out long enough to where it can handle that, because it can handle 6 inches. This thing can cut probably 4x6s. They make such thing, but 2x6s and 4x4s. So then I ended up measuring 1 3/4 that way and 3/4 of an inch that way. Same thing, 1 3/4, 3/4. That gives you 2 inches in the middle, and that is my template jig, whatever. And I take this side, which I know is true because it should be, because you can see that it's not really true. This is wider up here and narrower down here. So if I have it laying like that, it's not going to be at an angle. And then I just move it down. So now I just mark 16 inches, draw my line, and then depending on which side it's on, put it on there, line it up. Now it's not going to go all the way through, but it's going to show me exactly where my holes are at. And then I just finish the drilling off. Whereas before here, with the 1.5 inch depth, I'm just barely nicking it. So this is going to save me a lot of time, I hope. I believe so.